Yo, we live. Hey, welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show, man. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today bringing you another edition of the starting five for Draftkings and FanDuel. Before we get into that, man, y'all know we got the lineup review from the night before. So while got that pulled up for you, man, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, man. It's greatly appreciated and very much needed. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in every day, alright? But let's get right into it, man. My best lineup last night. Super high scoring last night for a five gamer, man. It was a lot. You had to put up a nice total last night to get it to even probably get the money line. As you can see right here, my best lineup, 304, man, in the $12 single entry, man, did not meet the cash line. It was tough out there last night. Got my best lineup right here, though. Pulled up the starting five in the $12 single entry. You see it, like I said, 304, man. If you caught the updated starting five yesterday, man, you know I went with Kendrick Nunn, C.J. McCollum, Trevor Ariza, Tobias Harris, and Bam Adebayo, man. Very, very solid starting five for me yesterday. My only problem is I missed on a few plays around it. So as you can see right here, man, Wiseman was my downfall last night. But let's get into the breakdown, man. At the top, so last night, it was a five game, so I wasn't too concerned with ownership. And then all of the chalk plays I thought was just in really good smash spots. I thought they had great prices on them for the roles they would have. So I didn't even too much worry about ownership last night. I just went with the plays I liked, man, and tried to fit as many of those underpriced guys I thought, or the guys, I ain't gonna say underpriced, or the guy I thought who was slightly mispriced and were in great spots. I just wanted to jam as many of those as I could into my lineup. I didn't feel like any of the superstars, Westbrook or Randall, the pay up options, I didn't feel like they were in slate breaking spots. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like they was gonna give you 80. I didn't feel like any one of them, Randall, Westbrook, any of the top guys, I didn't feel like they were gonna give you 70, 65, 70 points. So I felt like it was a very balanced build night. So that's what I tried to go with. So I wanted to go Kendrick Nunn here, man. Once Jimmy Butler and Goran Dragic ruled out, he was a lock for me. I knew he was going to be chalk, but at 4,600, man, for the role he was going to have, you couldn't beat that price. You just had to get him in there. I went right. He gave us a nice fantasy return, 39 DK points. You got to love that at 4,600. My next play was C.J. McCollum. If y'all saw the video yesterday, y'all knew I was just on C.J. McCollum. I knew it was a smash spot. There was no way I wasn't going to take C.J. McCollum yesterday. Got him at great ownership, 17%. The people was off him, and I can understand why. It was so many other plays at shooting guard, but I knew that would keep his ownership down. So I wanted to get him locked in this spot against Miami. It gave us a big 51 DK points, man. I thought he was gonna crush. He gave us like 30 fantasy points the first half, 33 or something like that. I thought he was gonna put up a big 60 burger or something yesterday, but he got it done for us. Can't be mad at the 51 DK points. Love that from C.J. McCollum. The next play in the starting five, Trevor Ariza, just a chalk play. Like I said, this is another one of those spots. The injuries helped. He was getting the start. We thought he would get plenty of minutes as the Heat was shorthanded in an up-paced matchup against Portland. Came in at 50% ownership, but at the bare minimum, I wasn't worried about it. Gave us right at 19 DK points. Not the greatest output, but right at pushing 6x for this salary, man. I take that all day. I knew he couldn't hurt us too bad, so I was okay going to the chalk with Trevor Ariza. And my power forward and stuff, I wanted to go Tobias Harris. Thought he was a very solid spot against the Los Angeles Lakers. He's been carrying the load for Philly. I expected him to keep that going. He did, but he didn't give us nearly enough. 37 DK points. Let me down slightly here. One of my was the worst play in the starting five yesterday. Could have went to some other spots and got a better performance. That hurt us a little bit. And then at my center spot in the starting five, Bam Adebayo, man. Was just locked in on him. You saw him yesterday. I was locked in on him all day, even before the Jimmy Butler news. So I was gonna play Bam regardless yesterday. But once the Jimmy Butler news hit, it just made him a lock for me. We knew he was gonna be chalky. Got him right at 59% ownership, but he gave us right at 60 DK fantasy points. You gotta love that for the 8K. Rounding out my lineup, man. I wanted to go Paul George. He was another guy who was a no-brainer once Kawhi was ruled out. I like Paul George even before he was just like Bam. I was on Paul George yesterday before the Kawhi news broke. I actually kind of hated it broke because I knew it pushed more people over there. But I was going to Paul George regardless. When Kawhi was ruled out, it just solidified it for me. I locked him in right at 58% ownership. Gave you right at 48 DK points. Very solid for the 7,800 price tag. Then rounding out, man, I went Alex Burks here. Thought he was in a great spot against the Washington Wizards. Pace-up game for him. Once Bullock got ruled out, I thought that boded well for him. I thought he would see a little more ownership once Bullock was out, but it was so many pay-down options and so many spots you can get to, man. It was definitely more than one way to skin a cat yesterday, but right at 15% ownership, 37 DK points. Very solid performance for us. All right? And then my last spot, James Wiseman, man, the guy who killed me yesterday. I had way too much James Wiseman. He let me down at 13% ownership, 4,800. I thought he was in a great spot. I was already looking at him yesterday as he was expected to get the start. But once Draymond was ruled out, I just thought that solidified his minutes, and I thought he would have a chance that I thought he would see more usage and have a chance at really giving us a really big performance. Got him at 13% ownership. That was very good for yesterday's slate for a 5-gamer. He just did absolutely nothing, man. Got the minutes, got 29 minutes. He just did nothing in this matchup as they got handled by the Sacramento Kings. We got everything we wanted from him. We got the minute. He got the start. We got the minutes. He just didn't give us the production we needed. But, some guys are going to fail on you. You got to move on to the next day, and that's what we doing over here. So let's see what I got cooking for y'all tomorrow. Nice Monster 11 game on this Friday, man. Excuse me. Going to be plenty of ways you can go. Plenty of options available. Starting at the top, man, I want to look right back to Kendrick Nunn in this matchup against the Charlotte Hornets. If Butler and Dragic are out again, he's just gonna be a lock again. He's gonna see a lot of ownership again. If I think he's in play as long as one of them is out. So if Butler plays and Dragic, then you still can go to Nunn here, man. This price is just this is a very good price for him. $4,900 for a guy who's going to be expected to start, just push 30-plus minutes. I like getting to him in this matchup. The only way I probably get away from him tomorrow is if Dragic plays. That's the only thing that should affect his minutes. Like I said, even if Butler plays, I probably still get some Nunn out there as I like this price on him and the matchup. Coming in as shooting guard, guy I want to take a look at. I know it's going to go overlooked. Devin Booker, man. I really want to key in on this. It's 2 games I want to key in tomorrow. This Phoenix Raptors game is one of them, man. It's a very nice total on here as compared to the slate tomorrow. The Suns are only favored by 4.5. I know people are going to go away from this matchup, so I should get very low ownership going over here as people tend to get to fade the Suns a lot. But like I said, like the 3rd or 4th highest total on the slate, predicted to be a close game. And the Raptors have just sucked on defense over the last month, man. They near the bottom in defensive rating. I like Devin Booker in this spot, man. I like him to really get going and give us a nice performance going against the Raptors. Now, I'm expecting this to be a good game tomorrow and a low-owned game, especially with us having 11 games. Right? Coming in at small forward. A little salary relief early on I'm looking at. In the other game I want to focus on tomorrow, the Houston and Minnesota game. I'm going with Sterling Brown. I really like this Houston-Minnesota game, man. 2 bad defenses. It should be up and down. I probably bet the over on this game tomorrow. But Sterling Brown at 4,800, man. Oladipo's going out of town. This probably would be without Kevin Porter Jr. tomorrow. He should be locked in for 30-plus minutes, man. He's a very solid contributor, man. Does a little bit of everything. He kind of like a utility guy, man. Gets you a few rebounds, a few assists. He helps on the defensive end. Hopefully he can look for a shot, hit a couple a couple shots of fall for him tomorrow. He can give us some scoring. He can give you a nice return on his 4,800, especially in this matchup against the Timberwolves. Coming in at power forward, I want to go right back to that Phoenix-Toronto game, man. Siakam just been very solid the last 2 games. He getting back in his form he had early in the season. Like this price tag on his 7,700, and like I said, I like this matchup right here, man. I might take the Toronto Raptors plus the 4.5 today too, as they have to get going here, man. They didn't move Lowry. They got rid of Powell, some other guys at the trade deadline, but they on the outside looking in at the playoffs right now, so they have to get going. And I like him to turn it up here in this matchup against the Phoenix Suns, man. This might be a solid over bet and the Raptors plus 4.5 for me. I want to take advantage of this matchup, especially with Siakam being very versatile in the Suns' front court, man. He plays some minutes at center. That should boost his rebound opportunities. I like going to him at this price tag. And then rounding it out, man, right back to the Houston-Minnesota game. A guy I expect to go overlooked today, as he has let you down the past couple of times. Christian Wood at 8,400, man. It's 11 games, tons of center plays, tons of ways you can go. I think Christian Wood is going to go overlooked. I want to go to him in this matchup for that reason. For me, I want to go to him because I think he's going to go overlooked. I know he's going to come in at lower ownership. Hasn't given you big performances lately, but listen, Oladipo is gone, man. That's more usage. Should be more shots for Christian Wood. You know it's Minnesota. They're terrible on defense. This game is going to get up and down. That's perfect for Christian Wood game, man. He's a rim runner, very athletic center, man. He should be able to make Karl-Anthony Towns move his feet. This is a matchup he can take advantage of. I like getting Christian Wood tomorrow against the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? There you have it, man. My starting 5 for DraftKings today: Kendrick Nunn, Devin Booker, Sterling Brown, Pascal Siakam, and Christian Wood. All right. Now let's go take a look at FanDuel while y'all hitting that like button. I know you want to hit it. Go on and hit it for me. All right. Coming in the FanDuel, nothing changes at the top, man. Staying with Kendrick Nunn, 5,500. So expecting him to solid price over him on FanDuel. He's a little higher on FanDuel than DraftKings, which is very shocking. That hasn't been the case most of the year. But I still want to take a look at him at 5,500. Like I said, especially if Dragic and Jimmy Butler is out. Devin Booker, 8,100. Staying with him. So just looking to take advantage of this game. I know this is going to be a low-owned game, especially on 11 gamer, but I might be the only one at the party, but that's okay, man. Hopefully there's plenty of confetti and they bring home the win for us tomorrow, right? Coming in as small forward, a value piece I want to look at right here. Justin Holiday for 3,900. In this matchup against the Dallas Mavericks, man, he's been very solid, pushing 30 minutes, man. He had a down game like 2 games ago, but he's very solid, 20 to 30 fantasy points. I think that's a value play you can take advantage of early over here on FanDuel at 3,900. Definitely take a look at Justin Holiday. Coming in at power forward, staying with Pascal Siakam. Hey, I told you about that. I like this game tomorrow, man. I might be the only one over here, but we gonna get it done. I like Pascal Siakam. He's other than the down game he had 2 games ago, he's been pushing 50 DK points every time out. I like Pascal Siakam. And rounding it out, man, staying with the big man, Christian Wood, man, 7,700 over here on FanDuel. Love the little discount, love the matchup, man. Look for Christian Wood to have a big one tomorrow, all right? That's going to do it for us over here on FanDuel. The starting 5, Kendrick Nunn, Devin Booker, Justin Holiday, Pascal Siakam, and Christian Wood. Get some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. Don't forget to check back to the video about an hour before lock for the updated starting 5. Or catch it on Twitter if you follow me over there at DFS Goose, man, right? Hey, that's going to do it for us today. Y'all know the motto, chances make champions. Y'all green up. I see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.